Today is August the 1st, 2015, Charleston, Missouri time. My name is Raymond Lewis Ivy. I'm living in Charleston, Missouri, a town that's 5,947 people, give or take. I am a native of Chicago, Illinois, which I'm proud to be a native of Chicago, Illinois. I grew up in the Cabrini Green housing projects in the 60s and 70s, actually the late 50s. I'm proud to be a former resident of Cabrini Green, near North Side. North Side forever, my brothers and sisters. I'd like to greet every human being on the face of this earth today. No matter what your nationality is, no matter what your race or creed, no matter what your religious beliefs may be, no matter what your political belief or party is, Republican, Democrat, Independent, or Tea Party, or any other party. No matter what your philosophical or theological belief is, I greet all of you with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be upon all human beings. This is just merely a wake-up call in 2015 on the first day of August. I am hurt deep inside to see what's going on in this world today. I ask everybody that's listening to this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Raymond Ivy YouTube channel. I also ask you to view all of my YouTubes and share them with other people. I have a few other, or 3 other YouTube videos that's not up under, or 2 is not up under my channel. 1 is up under Preacher Stand, which is Single Father, Something Happened to My Daughter, Can You Help Me? View it and share it. The other one up under Preacher Stand is Single Father, Seeking Justice. View it and share it. Then I have one up under, and it's all spelled together until I say space, IVYRAYLOUIS, space video, which it would be titled, Who Do We Go To for Justice? I want to speak to you about a wake-up call because there's so much going on today, especially concerning people of color, black people in general. Let's start with the black-on-black crime nationwide. You see, when I was coming up, even though a lot of the older individuals that I hung around, they may have shot dope, they may have snorted cocaine, but they didn't steal and rob from people within. Robbing and stealing is wrong, period, but they had enough respect for their own neighborhoods. That's in Cabrini Green that I know of, which worldwide people classify as an urban jungle, one of the worstest places to be. It's because generations that came after generations, they got to falling behind. But you see, if a younger person like me tried to use heroin or cocaine at that time, the older generation wouldn't let it be. It wouldn't let it happen. Dope dealers wouldn't sell it to them. Today, Dope dealers don't care who they sell it to. Gang banging even had a minimum to using these instead of these. Anybody can use this. My 8 or 9-year-old, they can fire a 9mm, a AK-47. Anybody can do it. Is anybody besides me, not speaking about these leaders that study getting money every time somebody get killed, these groups, organizations, and preachers come out, only some of them now, not all, come out only when certain people get killed, and these high dollar lawyers come out when certain people get killed, like they concerned about the person. They're not concerned about the person. They're concerned about a bankroll. You see, I'm tired of seeing blacks killing blacks. I'm tired of dope dealers selling dope in the neighborhood because they making these people turn into addicts, and then the addicts ain't gonna go in Charleston, Missouri. They ain't gonna go to Hill House. They not gonna go on the other side of the track where the white people live and break into their houses or rob their stores or hang out in front of their houses. They gonna do it right in front of ours. My block on Vine Street is one of the best blocks that I've seen in this area. Not saying if there's no other good blocks here, but it's a peaceful block until certain individuals come around that don't live here. These killings and shootings and things, these people don't live here. They don't have no address here. They don't have no address on this block. It's a police station, a police substation right across the street from me that's in one of the old project buildings. A sub-police station with a big sign in the yard with 2 phone numbers on it. Once for where you're supposed to be able to call the police if you need help. But if you dial it, it'll tell you this phone, this number is no longer in service. Then they have one concerning dope, a 188 number, 888 number. You supposed to call and it ain't nothing concerning dope or the police department. What is that sign doing there? Now, had they had this in the white neighborhood, and I'm not talking about all white people, don't get me wrong, but white people is ruling this town with iron fists, and the ones that's ruling it, there's no doubt or contradiction in me that they don't care nothing about what's happening in the black neighborhood. See, these people put people like Lester Gillespie, who worked for Suzanne Wesley Learning Center, they put him in positions. Him and some of the other people that work for him, not all, but some of the people that work for him, they put him in position because he's not going to complain to downtown, to the chief of police, who don't care about what's going on. If he did, he'll have somebody in that building. They got lights and stuff going on. Taxpayers paying for that. People been murdered right across the street from it. People been shot and killed. All the activity right there where that station is at. That's black on black. They don't care. Then you have another female down here by the name of Sherry Maxwell, who they ran out of Liberty, Missouri, because she was trying to manipulate the churches with the food program with the children. That's how Lester do, and the people that he operate with. All they caring about is grant money. They don't care about nothing else here. Sherry Maxwell worked for Lincoln University, Charleston, Missouri Extension. They don't care about what's going on over here. If you take a look at both of them, they need to be on Jenny Craig diet. They getting full, they getting big. Because they getting all the good food. They giving these kids these outdated meals. The kids want to get their meals and get out of this sun with all these flies to go home. They don't let them do that. They got to eat right there. They want to be seen. They have actual food. They can't take it. But you look at the people that work for them, how they load them up. Look at some of the people work for them. Dope dealers. For both of them. Driving vans. Not all, but some. But yet, the police attack people like me. They ain't going to attack them. Because they helping suppress these people in this town. These preachers sitting around doing nothing. The NAACP president been here for 20 years, sitting around doing nothing. Look at my YouTube videos. Join me on Facebook. Raymond, RAYMOND .Ivy, IVY .5, Facebook.com. At Facebook.com. Now, if I'm having this problem here in this town, you see, the police raided my house with no warrants. I complain. I've been all the way to Washington. When Washington sent somebody down there, they have people like Lester Gillespie. They have people like Sherry Maxwell. They have people like Arthur Cassell, the NAACP president, and some of these other preachers down here, and some of these sellout blacks that work for the police department said Raymond is a troublemaker. If I'm a troublemaker, then put some handcuffs on me and take me out. You see, they know that I know the law. They done tried everything they can. They done took my kids before. They done accused me of doing things to my kids, but it all went to pass. God was there with me. God stood there with me. We need to get a wake-up call nationwide. You see, they talking about that town in Texas, Waller County in Texas, now that Sandra Bland was hung, but they knew about the racism there long before. How did Glenn Smith get elected into office as the sheriff when in the one little town in Texas where he was suspended and later fired because of racial complaints? He shouldn't have been able to been a chief of police or police nowhere if they done fired him. Look at the history of the chief down here. Wake up, y'all. Now, let's go to what's going on across this nation. Look at your YouTube videos. Look at your Facebook page where people is openly calling people the nigger word. Just happened on July the 30th, 2015. I don't know exactly what happened, but they had a thing on where a young sister put a YouTube video showing that a white woman called her and her children's niggas. A lot of these news medias like KFVS 12 here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, which is the local news for Charleston, Missouri, they don't care about the stuff that's going on. When you complaining about what white people doing or sellout blacks, they not going to come and talk about that. But they will want to ask you who doing the shooting and killing around here. That's the police job. If they can't do it, then set somebody else in office. Stop selling this dope in these black communities. Stop this gang banging in this black community. You're destroying your own people. Look around. Look in Kansas City, Missouri, just recently. A supervisor for a hotel hung up a paper black doll, slave black doll in their break room, mocking the death of Sandra Bland. This what they think of you. They love seeing you shooting. Why do you think they ain't arresting most of y'all out here that's selling dope? Then certain people you can stab and kill people, they ain't gonna do nothing to you. Cause your families and friends is working for Lester Gillespie, Sherry Maxwell, Arthur Cassell, and some of these other preachers. You know your family members is out here gang banging and dope dealing, but you letting them live in your house. You ain't no different than the Ku Klux Klan or the Nazis. Let's get a united front going, y'all. Let's get a conference in all states, all cities. We don't have to march millions of men and women to Washington. Some people can't afford it. But we can afford to be right at home. Contact me. I'm willing to be a part of anything, any organization, group that's willing to stand for all, man. We calling on all nationalities. Like Sandra Bland said, if you white and you think what's going on is wrong, stand up, get your sign. We need some help here in Charleston, Missouri. I'll come to any state that you want me to if you need somebody to speak on something to bring unity among our people. The Klan is moving out. The Nazis is teaching their kids to hate us. Think about it. Peace, be still.